Yo, what's up? This is the Real Hayden here, back with another movie review. Today we're here to talk about 2017's film titled Aftermath. This movie stars Arnold Schwarzenegger, and it is filmed in his latter years, you know what I mean? Arnold Schwarzenegger, I cannot remember the other guy's name. I know the director's name is Elliot something. This is more of a relatively unknown film, but we checked it out because I was scrolling through HBO Max last night, and I was like, I want to watch something, and for some reason the poster caught my appeal, as you could probably see in the thumbnail. And I was like, it's one of Arnold's latter movies, so we'll check it out and see if it's any good. Arnold Schwarzenegger's not known to be like the greatest actor ever. He has some iconic roles, like probably my favorite franchise ever, the Terminator movies. And I was shocked to find this movie had a Blu-ray and DVD release. So this movie's about a guy named Roman, basically, played by Arnold. He has a pregnant daughter and he has a wife. They're boarding an airline. And basically what happens is there's a guy, his name is Jake, cannot remember his last name. I know he plays in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And it was something else, cannot remember. But anyways, he basically misguides these two planes. And these two planes collide and everyone dies. And Arnold's wife and pregnant daughter happen to be on one of those planes. And this was a pretty good movie. It was better than I expected it to be. I thought it was going to be terrible. It had an hour and 34-minute runtime. The movie was pretty good. You know what I mean? Like, I gave it 3 stars on Letterboxd. Like, if I had to do any complaints, I'd say maybe some of the characters were a little bland. No, I think the movie was good though. It had a couple scenes that I really liked. It was good. But it starts off, Arnold's like this, probably like a project manager or something, or a team lead or something for a construction crew. And his boss is giving him the day off, and that's when he finds out, they died and everything. And he's basically kind of looking for who's responsible. It's this Jake guy, and he's basically being proposed something at his job, either get a severance package, which is a nice way of being fired, or he can continue working in a more like discreet kind of role. At first he didn't want to do it, but he chose the job. He ends up having to move away because journalists and everyone's harassing him, asking him questions why he did what he did, everything like that. He ends up changing his name to Pat something, and his wife and kids end up moving away from him too, to kind of let things cool off a bit. And they end up staying with him, and I found this to be a pretty good movie. There was one scene that really made me mad, and it was very well acted. That's why it made me mad, I guess. It was basically the lawyers. They told Arnold, they was like, look, if you don't take this settlement we're offering you, you ain't getting shit. It basically is what they told him. And like, how are you going to look at a man who just lost his kid and his wife and his grandkid technically because she was pregnant, and say some bullshit like that? And he's just wanting someone to say sorry. He wants someone to take accountability because no one's taking the accountability that he's looking for. And this film was good. I never heard about this movie when it came out. I remember hearing about Sabotage with Arnold in 2014. I never heard about this film when it came out. Have any of you guys seen it? Let me know what you guys think if you have, because I'm curious, because I enjoyed the movie. It was better than I really expected it to be. And, towards the end, if you don't want any spoilers, go ahead and click off. But here we go. Towards the end, Arnold basically ends up finding out the guy's new address, and he wants to just look him in the eye and everything. And basically, he knocks on his door, and he has his family with him. Shows him the picture of his family. He's like, yo, apologize. And the guy's like, get the fuck out of here. You're not supposed to be here. Blah, 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 blah. Arnold trips out, stabs him in the neck, kills him in front of his wife and kid. Arnold goes to jail for 10 years, which is crazy because he actually, in the movie, he didn't really age that much because he was already old before he went in, so you think he would have aged some. You know what I mean? But yeah, it was just one of those things that was kind of crazy. Now, let me wrap this up. I got to tend to my daughter. But what I was saying was, he goes to jail for 10, 11 years. He gets out, and he's got to take some therapy and things like that. And then basically, he ends up running into the dude that he killed's son, and at a graveyard. The guy was waiting on him, and he pulls a gun on Arnold, and Arnold's like, do what you have to do, I understand. The son ends up deciding not to kill him. He ends up deciding not to kill him, and it was kind of a tense ending. I'm a fan of those tense endings. Like Pulp Fiction had a tense ending. The movie Brothers from 2009 had a tense ending. I need to review that movie. That's a good flick. But I really enjoyed this little movie. It's a good little movie. It's a good. I don't know what the budget was. I got to do more research on that. I might end up picking this up on Blu-ray because I did enjoy this film more than I thought I was going to. I thought I was going to hate it, but the poster really did catch my attention. So, Aftermath, I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. I'd probably give it like a 6 out of 10 or something, somewhere along those lines. It's a good movie, maybe a 6.5. It's a good movie, guys. Go check out the movie Aftermath from 2017. This movie turns 9 years old this year. And I need to check out some of Arnold's newer movies. I've seen a lot of his older movies, but not a lot of his newer. So I need to check out more of those. But Aftermath from 2017, I did enjoy this movie. I'm trying to think of anything more that I need to cover. There was another scene where he almost jumps off a building. Like he goes to his construction site late at night. He gets alcohol and he almost jumps off of this big building. And that scene with the lawyers, where they offer the settlement, that was really tense too. That really did piss me off though. Like, how are you going to talk to a man that just lost his daughter and be like, you ain't getting shit if you don't take our settlement? But anyways, would I recommend the movie Aftermath? I actually would recommend this movie. I really would, because it's only an hour and 34 minutes. Had this movie been a 2-hour movie or so, maybe I wouldn't have recommended it. But I would recommend this movie. It is a good watch. Go ahead and check out Aftermath from 2017, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's a pretty good film. I recommend you go check it out, guys. Make sure to subscribe, turn on the notifications for more movie reviews. Let's get it. Thank you.